Hey guys, it's Shane here from CrazyDeadShaneGaming. Tonight I'll be playing a small float simulation, which will be on the version Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 or Microsoft Flight Simulator 2.0, whatever you guys call it. People call it different things. I call it Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 because it came out in 2020. So yeah, what the heck did I just choose? And I need to just check before I do anything. Is it in there? It should be somewhere. I downloaded High Skid, here we go. Just to make sure this work. Police, US Navy, SMV, Air Ambulance, HPGs, Sky Health. I've got Bluebird, Airbus, Hexo 1. And if I go down to where it says that, I go up to there. I go into liveries again. That's just one livery. See, as my helicopters I just got worked. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I've now got a couple of helicopters in the game. If I go back to here, oh yeah, God, I forgot to turn my camera on, guys, because obviously I was literally recording this to the hard drive last night. And I did forget to turn my camera on. Here we go. Webcam frame, turn it off. It looked a lot more neater. But anyway, we're all going. My camera should appear up on your screen very soon, just like now. Anyway, before I get started, I'm gonna have some of my vape. I'm actually vaping the Candy Floss Blue Raspberry, and it is very, very nice. But your pilot, Crazy Dead Shane, will be with you very soon. Everyone that is watching so far, if you could be so kind and send me a message saying hi, and obviously what platform you're watching me from, either Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube, that would be very great. By the way, courtesy message, after the 20th/21st, I will be only broadcasting on YouTube for a little while. Because obviously that's just one of them times of the month where you get low of cash and you cannot renew your Restream subscription. So, enough all getting said. Let's just see what I got to in the takeoff and landing. Let's just quickly check, see what I've mastered. Yeah, that's all done. So I've done the takeoff and landing. There's the aircraft. I'm going to go on the airline training. So I'm going to train on an airline. I know I've already done. And thank you, COD Girl 2021. Obviously you can see there's an A mark there. But I'm going to rerun it again just for the stream's sake, because I did do it to see how easy the airline takeoff would be offline, but I'm going to rerun it again for the stream just to say I've done it in situ for all my videos. So obviously we are at LFMN Nice Côte d'Azur runway. Nice Côte d'Azur runway. It's just a basic takeoff basically. And I hope I do well tonight with the aircraft training, because if I do, then that means I can take a massive float out once I've done the training and mastered it online, messing about, obviously having a laugh, flying to all different countries and all different places over the globe in an airliner instead of a slow bloody Cessna. Cessnas are known for city flights only, where airliners you can fly for miles. Basically out of city zone flying, basically. Anyway, let's get going with this. We are in a Airbus A320 Neo. Obviously, if I master this, I'll be flying one of these later. Don't know where to yet, but we'll soon literally get to grip. And we'll figure out where we're flying after these.
Perfect weather for a flight out of Nice Côte d'Azur, don't you think? We're on runway 22 left, and we're cleared for takeoff. Taking off in an A320 obviously requires more speed and a longer runway than a single-engine prop plane. But luckily, we have some extra tools at our disposal to make the job a little easier once we're airborne. For starters, the autothrust manages engine power to maintain a target airspeed. Autopilot will keep us on track with navigation. And the fly-by-wire system lets us maintain a consistent attitude without needing to make constant adjustments. When I give the word, you're going to execute a straight-out takeoff. After you complete the initial climb, I'll take the controls. But first, check the MCDU for our reference speeds. I already typed in today's numbers. The rotation speed, VR, is 131 knots. I'll call out when we reach it. Take a look at the PFD now. Then, once we hit VR, you just need to begin a gentle rotation by pulling back on the side stick. Don't exceed 10 degrees until you've lifted off. Next, let's review the thrust levers. We need to be aware of 3 different detents. Use the climb detent labeled CL on your throttle to automatically manage the thrust for the remainder of the flight. Toga to take off at full power on short runways or when performing a go-around. And for today, FLX MCT for a reduced thrust takeoff. We reduce thrust at takeoff to preserve our engine life and save fuel. Now let's monitor the engine parameters. As you can see on the engine warning and system display, I applied the parking brakes earlier. Okay, we're ready to go. Apply half forward side stick. Then move both thrust levers gently forward to 50% N1. Then move them to the flex detent. Okay, now the auto thrust is armed. Use the rudder to keep us on the center line. 80. Rotate. Positive climb, gear up. Engage autopilot. Autopilot can either be engaged 5 seconds or 100 feet after takeoff to manage heading and altitude. The FMA is showing lever climb, which means we've reached thrust reduction altitude. Adjust the thrust levers to climb detent. Now we're in the climb detent. Auto thrust is active and will manage airspeed by adjusting the power. At S speed, retract flaps to 0. Disarm ground spoilers.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
Are you gonna do something or what?
Well done, but there's room for improvement.
Nice! I got a B that time. Training menu. That one was quick. I got a B. Right. Now we just gotta do it again. I need to go where it says airline. 50% mastered. Here we go. Bloody hell, pick everything up.
We're on course for a visual landing approach into Nice Côte d'Azur. Auto thrust is going to handle power management, so our main objective is to control the pitch to stay on the glide slope. The beauty of fly-by-wire means you only need to use the stick when you want to make attitude adjustments. Alright, as long as auto thrust is on, the speed will be automatically managed. Throttles should stay in the climb detent. Just focus on the trajectory. Remember, fly-by-wire doesn't need a lot of corrective input. Just keep making small adjustments to pitch and roll as necessary. See the screw on the dash above the PFD? Use that as a guideline to keep us centered on the runway. For a visual approach, we have the track FPA mode activated. This will display the green velocity vector on your attitude indicator. Place it 3 degrees below the horizon to follow a 3-degree glide slope. runway at the 4 colored lights called Pappy. They'll give feedback to stay within a 3-degree glide slope all the way down. If the Pappy shows 2 white lights and 2 reds, then we're on target. 4 white lights means we're too high. 4 red means we're too low. At 20 feet, pull back on the stick to kiss the runway, but be careful to avoid a tail strike. We're getting close to the threshold. Now shift your focus down to the end of the runway. Listen for the computer calling out retard, then set thrust to idle.
500. 400. 300. 200.
Time to flare. Now return the side stick to neutral. Spoilers and auto brakes are activated. You did well, but you can do better.
Alright guys, let me know how I done. Oh, 83%. Mastered. Right. I've ran the training wheels. Now let's see what happens when I take this out for a real flight. Same aircraft. Today. Where is it? ESGH Norwich. Select airport. Search. Larnaca International, which is Cyprus. Runway 27. I'll leave runway 22. Airbus A320neo. We will click on this. Flight conditions are very sunny. And we are now going to go and fly. I'm going to fly us from EGSH, Norfolk, Norwich, or Norwich, Norfolk, United Kingdom, to Larnaca International, which is Cyprus. Hope you enjoyed the flight, because I probably sure will. The only thing is though, can I pull it down? Well, not pull it down, but can I land it?
Norwich Tower, CrazyDeadShaneGaming, Charlie Delta Sierra Golf 250 Heavy at runway 27 ready for departure west departure. CrazyDeadShaneGaming, Charlie Delta Sierra Golf 250 Heavy altimeter 29.9 2 wind 269 entry. West departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 27. Cleared for takeoff runway 27 CrazyDeadShaneGaming, Charlie Delta Sierra Golf 250 Heavy.
Yo, Michael, how you doing? Release parking brake. I'm now applying full throttles. When I leave an EGSH, Norwich, Norfolk Airport, flying to Larnaca International, which is in Cyprus. And then if I hit the V button, or is it the M button, or one of the buttons? Aha, got it. That didn't go quite well. I am just gonna restart that because I was trying to get my VFR map up and apparently it applied the brakes. So, yes. And yes, I do have Taylor Swift demo. Think. I didn't crash it. I couldn't even get it off the ground.
250 Heavy ready at runway 27 departure to the west.
VFR, great. I've got the VFR map open, which is this thing right here. So I need to, as I say, release parking brakes, which I did. And if I just move that down a bit, increase throttle, and there we go. If I can master this flight, I will run this again. Ow. It would probably... I need to go to the main menu again. I'll reset this up because apparently the fuel is apparently set to 50% and I need more fuel than that. So I go to there. I will try. How do I do it? Just give me a second. No, that's not in there. Assist options. I'll be it somewhere. No. I need to click on this. Ahaha. Fuel. Flight number on. Blah, blah, blah. Weight and balance. Here we go. Here we go. Slide that right up to the top. Now hit fly and see what happens. Third time lucky, we hope. All I can think is what this hasn't got enough fuel.
Norwich Tower, CrazyDeadShaneGaming, Charlie Delta Sierra Golf 250 Heavy at runway 27 ready for departure west departure.
Right. We have 100% fuel and everything looks good so far. It depends if it cuts out. Something is up with this plane. I might have to reinstall the Taylor Swift plane in the game. Sorry guys, I will literally get that done. But first things first, I will do the same flight, but with the original jet, and see if it does work. Click this. Aircraft selection. Liveries. Oh, I've got some decent liveries for this plane. Right. If I just put the default one on for a sec. Left inner. That's it. Oh, Shine, you idiot. Right. Larnaca. Next one. Let's try. We'll basically see if we can fly the standard airliner jet. Then what I'll do is, once I finish this stream, I shall take Taylor Swift out the game, fire the game up, so it registers that's been removed, put Taylor Swift back into the game.
Norwich Tower, CrazyDeadShaneGaming, Charlie Delta Sierra Golf 250 Heavy ready for west departure at runway 27.
It's the same plane but without the skin. Yeah, that is stalling every plane, so that's literally stalling every jet. Let's just have a good check with all my settings. Something must be kicking my settings off. General. Hit it once more.
Norwich Tower, CrazyDeadShaneGaming, Charlie Delta Sierra Golf 250 Heavy ready at runway 27 departure to the west.
Right, where is it? I have one last option to try. I'm not having much luck with this, because I remember it's reset on the settings. So if I go into this, flight conditions, group, live traffic, AI, weather is custom. AGSH knowledge to LARN Larnaga aircraft selection, press liveries, press this, press that, press this. Last time lucky.
Norwich Tower, CrazyDeadShaneGaming, Charlie Delta Sierra Golf 250 Heavy ready at runway 27 West departure.
This time I've turned all the well-known players off, or live players, so that might make it easier and stop this from cutting out. No, that's just shutting down. So what I'm gonna do is do this. Obviously, quit to desktop for a sec, guys. I'm so sorry about this. I go with a chat screen just for a complete second. Just put my chat screen up while I just sort this out. Flight simulation. Just take out that, hit that, fire up FS. I know what you're thinking, it's a pain in the ass, blah blah blah, can't be bothered with it all. But I have got a funny feeling that it's something to do with a new update. That could be messing with my settings. But I will just leave you on the chat screen, guys. Just while I just quickly check my settings, just to make sure the jet will actually take off. Quit the game. Put the Taylor Swift plane back in. Load the game back up so you guys can see it. Then we'll be doing our initial flight. Sorry it's taken so long. It's doing my bloody head in. If not, I shall be literally I will select a Boeing 737 because it's technically still a second airliner. I just want to do a decent flight. Is that too much to ask? New USA airports. Blah blah blah. Then just press it to Norwich, flight conditions. I need to put it to daytime, if not I'm going to be... You may hear noise, guys, because I'm just testing this, just to make sure it doesn't stall down the end of the bloody runway. But I will be back with you in a minute if I know this works. I'll put the Taylor Swift playing back in the game. I'll restart this, because I did add some more mods earlier, and sometimes it does confuse the hell out of the game. So yes, that's probably what it did.
Tower CrazyDeadShaneGaming, Charlie
I'll
Delta
just
Sierra
have a
Golf
quick
250
check.
heavy ready for departing straight out at runway 27.
I hope I don't have to uninstall the game again. Right. If it doesn't stall at the end of the runway, we're all good. Yes, it still is. I will just quickly also test the Bowen and see if that does it. Because something isn't right with this. If this literally... what's the word? cuts out again, I'm going to have to take the game off my computer and reinstall it, and that's going to be a bitch.
Norwich Tower, CrazyDeadShaneGaming, Charlie Delta Sierra Golf 250 heavy ready
Right.
at runway 27 departing straight out.
Release parking brakes like it says. Oh, this one's got 4 engines. Yeah, this is cutting out and all. So, great. The whole game has totally had it. Sorry guys, look like I won't be streaming this tonight. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. Anyway, sorry it was bloody short. But I'm a bit disappointed. Anyway, I shall speak to you all soon. I'll get this game reinstalled. If it gets installed quite early, I'll just do a quick flight with the A320neo once I've tested it, and I shall speak to you all then. But I'll keep you up to date on installation time anyway.